The conversations around and actions around diversity, equality, and inclusion seem to be growing and flourishing at the moment. How would you suggest, in addition to all the resources that are out there, how would you suggest companies provide an authentic approach to their DE&I program? And what can those listening do within their own sphere of influence?
Okay, so a lot of the arguments and conversations around diversity is usually emotional. Mm-hmm. They tell you it's a good thing because it's a good thing, it's a moral thing to do. But research has actually shown that it's actually commercial. You are much commercially successful if you're more diverse. So a lot of researches are out there for anybody that wants to find them online. Mm-hmm. So I think organizations need to look at it from a business point of view. What is going to make you, what's going to give you a competitive edge? Because what we're finding now is investors or those that want to buy, those that want to do business with companies are now asking them, especially big corporates, what's your diversity makeup? Let's see your board members. What's the makeup? How many females are in there? How many ethnic minorities are in there? Your senior positions. Let's see the makeup. So if you look at it from a purely commercial point of view, I'm not saying you should remove the moral parts away, but let's focus on the commercial, because I'm an accountant, so I'm a numbers guy. So from a commercial point of view, it is better to diversify. So if you look at it from that angle, then you cross that line and you think, okay, I need to diversify to be more competitively, to be more competitive, to have a competitive edge. Once you cross the line, then the next thing is, how do I diversify? How do I get that a program going? So my organization, for example, SLA, is a very massive company. It's a FTSE 100 company. So we have a dedicated team that looks after diversity in all its fair, ethnic, race, gender, and all forms of diversity. But then if you are, for example, an employer with maybe 100 employees or 1,000 employees, you probably don't have the resources to have a team, or to even have a single person to look after that. So there are things you can do to help with diversity. And what I would suggest, one thing I would suggest is to consider tapping into the D&I consultancy space. There are lots of good, intelligent, passionate D&I consultants out there in the market, on LinkedIn. And again, you can speak to us at BPS and can point you in the right direction. Mm-hmm. So these consultants can help you drop a plan, a bespoke plan for you, because I don't want to start saying, yeah, you should do this, do that, because one size doesn't fit all for the diversity program. So get a good D&I consultant to draw up a plan for you that works for your organization, that works for your location, that works exactly for you. And one thing I would mention is, again, looking at it from being an accountant, we always have forecasts, we have actual, and then we compare and then comment on why within is the target. So I would say it's good to have a target of some kind. This is where we would like to get to by 2021. This is like where we would like to get to by 2025, and track it. I think that will encourage the right action. It will encourage positive actions. But going away from D&I consultants, just general things employers can do. Things like, again, some of the things we are looking to support with bringing in interns at the early stage into the organization, bringing in graduates Black ethnic minority graduates, interns at the early stage, and not just that, promoting them. Then you can start solving the problem of we don't have senior Black people to fill up senior roles, because if you bring them in early and you support them to those senior roles, then they will become senior Black people or senior ethnic minority people. So that's one of the things they can do. I think organizations should also look at training. I think people should be giving employees should be given diversity training, diversity of all kinds. So not just ethnic diversity, but gender, sexual orientation and all kinds of diversity. Training should be given to everyone in the organization. And I'll stop there because there are lots I can list out, but I don't want to be listing things that probably won't be applicable to different organizations. There's a lot of resources on the internet, but as I said, consider a consultant. They will give you a bespoke program that you can run, that you can be proud of, that you can that is realistic for your organization. Because what Barclays is doing is not what a 200 employee company will be doing.
Exactly.
So consider a consultant.
Yeah, there's really no one size fits all when it comes to these type of programs, right? It's all unique and it's all individual to your organization.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors to consider, and also, of course, location as well. And I just realized I didn't answer your second point about what
that's okay.
the general John and the general Jane can do. So then because of the events we held post George Floyd, the attendance was fairly mixed. We had about 60-40, 70-30 attendance of white folks and non-white folks. So we go, what we found from that is there are lots of non-ethnic minorities interested in this topic and actually wanting to do something. You know, they've seen the current system is not working, it's not fair. What can I do? So what you can do as an individual is just challenge everything. You know, if you get into work tomorrow, today's Thursday, you know, whenever you watch this video and get to work the next day, look around you. How diverse is it? Again, you know, if you're in an organization like Edinburgh, I mean, in a city like Edinburgh or Glasgow, you know, like a fairly diverse city. You look around you, if there are 500 employees in the building and there's maybe one or two ethnic minority, then you start asking the question of why is that? You know, and there's a right way to ask. You don't want to offend people or offend those in authority or the senior people in your organization. So if you need support around how to go about that, or if you think, I love what BPS is doing, I like BPS to support my organizations, get in touch with us so we can help with that, or we can just give you general conversation. I mean, we can just give you general guidance on how to go about starting a conversation around race.
Perfect. So you've touched a little bit on my next question already, but with the rebrand from the Edinburgh Black Professionals to the Black Professionals Scotland, what is the organization focusing on now, and what are your future plans?
So one key thing, so again, I think the conversations we had in June were very useful. You know, it was conversations that I think you attended at least one of the events yourself, Samantha. There were conversations around, you know, post George Floyd, you know, what can we do, what's happening in Scotland, not just Scotland, because it was well attended across the UK, and even folks from outside UK dialed in. So what we found was from those conversations we had, and then from those that came to the event linking us to their employers, what we found was some employers would want to do something, they would want to diversify, but they don't know what to do. And not just that, they think, where's the black talent? You know, you're telling us to be more diverse. I mean, to be more diverse, to bring in more black ethnic minority, but then where are they? So this is me focusing on Scotland now. And that's what challenged us at EDP or BPS. You know, like, what can we do to support that? Where are the black talents? So, and that was part of the reasons why we went from EDP to BPS. We're currently building a black database. A database of black professionals in Scotland, just to support employers that are looking for, not just employers, and also recruiters like yourself, because I think there's now more being asked of recruiters as well. So it's not just employers, because recruiters are sort of the gateway to the market. So when recruiters are going out to put jobs out there, we're giving that extra layer as well. So when it goes out to the market, they can come to BPS as well and say, listen, we've got this role, can you share it among your network and see if you can get some quality CVs in, you know. So maybe in the past you would have gotten 10 white CVs, but with what we're trying to do, we could mix it up. We could get 8 white CVs, 2 non-white CVs, and there's now more opportunity. It doesn't mean any of those 2 non-white people get the role, but at least you're opening up more opportunities for them. So that's one of our key focus, is building that database, and we're currently working on our new website that is taking up most of our time, because we're trying to make it an all-encompassing website to support all those programs we're looking to run over the next 1 year. So that's what I think that would class as our key focus over the next 12 months, is building that database of Black professionals in Scotland to support organizations, to support recruiters, and also to support the community. So is that looking in and looking out approach again.
And I know you partner with a lot of organizations in and around Edinburgh and Scotland as a whole. Do you have plans to partner with more organizations? And if organizations want to partner with you, what do they need to do?
Yes, so as I said, my first event, or the first event we held back in 2016, was almost fully sponsored by myself, from my pocket. But then since then, come up with ways to raise funds, so by sponsorship. So organizations partner with us, we hold the event, and then we give them some marketing and exposure during the event and after the event through the materials we share to attendees. So those are ways we've partnered, and those are ways we're still looking to keep partnering in the future. But other ways of partnership is around, so for example, FinTech Scotland, we're currently in talks with them. So that is a major organization in Scotland, and we're proud to currently be in conversations with them. We're doing a lot together. It's a symbiotic relationship. We're supporting some of what they are doing. They are looking to support some of what we are doing, because we are a young organization. FinTech Scotland is a well-established organization. So we have this almost mentorship relationship where they mentor BPS's growth. But other ways organizations can partner with us, as I said, is around the areas of internship. So if after listening to this video, you think, okay, we'd like to get some Black ethnic minority interns in, come speak to us. That would be a kind of partnership. When you're running your graduate program, if you think, okay, we'd like to diversify the breadth of CVs we're getting, applications we're getting in, come speak with us. And also, if you're looking to, as I said earlier, around putting together a diversity program within your organization, that's currently not something we do, but we can link you up with the rights, or with a few consultants that you can speak to, and then pick the one that suits you the most. So those are areas where we can currently partner, and we're also always open to new ideas. If you think, based on everything I've said, I think I can work with BPS on this in this way that I've mentioned, please reach out to us. I would say we are new in the sense of BPS is new. So we are still in a learning phase, and we're looking to have different conversations with different organizations, just to move the diversity agenda forward, and not just by talking, but by indeed.
Yes, perfect. Well, Enoch, I cannot thank you enough for taking the time out of your busy day to sit down and chat with me today. I really hope that this will help spread the word about your organization and help get more people involved. So thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you very much, Samantha, for giving me the platform. Thank you.